Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Rolls to Astonish, where this time we're starting a new campaign. Ooh. This is session 0 of our Dungeons the Dragoning 40k 7th edition game. Yes, this is a real system, and yes, it is fucking awesome. Joining me, I'm Steven, your eternal host and eternal GM. Joining me today is some new blood. First off, we've got Grits.
Yo.
We got Lizard Man, who's more like a lizard lady.
Where you want.
Who suddenly got stage fright?
Who suddenly got stage fright.
Shush!
And last but not least, we got Med.
Howdy.
We're gonna probably have more people joining in as the time goes on with this particular episode. But we're just doing a session 0. We are making characters. Most of the people in here have already made a character, except Med. So we'll be going from square one with him.
Oh, lucky me.
Don't you
We're
feel
going on
special?
a magical journey with you now
go-
to
we're
create
going-
your character.
We're going on a magical journey.
Magic.
Alright.
Who wants to go on a magical journey?
Does it have a carpet?
No, it has a broken piece of like tile. That's what you get.
A flying
Well,
piece
I
of
can
tile.
actually fit on it.
Yeah. You can
That
if you
looks
stand
like
on
hard,
one foot.
Okay, so let's talk about Dungeons the Dragoning 40k 7th edition. Basically, it's what happens when you mix up a whole bunch of different shit from a whole bunch of different systems into one system and call it a system, and be unapologetically ripping stuff from various systems and placing it in. But it somehow all goes together harmoniously. The biggest influences for this game are Planescape and Spelljammer and Warhammer 40k, for those who know about those things. For those who don't, basically, the entire universe is basically one big astral sea with what are called crystal spheres floating through it. The crystal spheres are basically planetary systems contained within glowing light balls of light called the crystal spheres. Traveling from one to another is somewhat difficult. You need a ship called a Spelljammer, and since regular travel takes from one crystal sphere to another takes decades, you kind of need to take a faster method, which is dropping into what's called the warp, a horrible screaming embodiment of realm of pure chaos, which is elements firing off all the time, a roiling boiling sea of just awfulness, and demons just coming out trying to just rip your ship apart. But it means that you can travel from one crystal sphere to another in a matter of weeks instead of a matter of decades. In the center of this universe is a floating space station called the City of Sigil. Sigil is actually visible from everywhere in the warp as a shining beacon. Kind of acts as a point that you can navigate by. If you have a navigator who is a sort of sorcerer that can navigate the warp. Sigil is ruled over by the Lady of Pain from her throne of blades, and has ruled as such for eons. And it acts as a sort of central point to the entire universe and a melting pot of all the various different races and all the different worlds into one place. There's a whole bunch of different crystal spheres. Every single one has a different world, ripe for exploration. All sorts of types of people and places and things can be found in various crystal spheres. So it's a big, wide open setting with a lot of cool shit, and it's ripe for exploration and heroes. It's also very somewhat grimdark, but in grimdark in a way that we have our heroes who are the biggest damn badasses around, who can actually challenge the grim darkness of the world. So it's fun. So let's get on with making a character for Med, and maybe a backup character for our other two, because this is a lethal system. So, Med, you said you wanted to make a hobo with a shotgun.
Absolutely.
Alright, so the first thing that you should pick is, usually what we do is we go to classes first to sort of figure out what the prerequisites for that is. And we had talked about this a little earlier. We're going to use a class from the homebrew called the Sheriff. No, actually, no, it's not from the homebrew. It's from the expansion book for a few subtitles more, called the Sheriff track, which starts you off with Deputy as your first class. So you need Ballistics 2, Command 1, and Intimidation 1 for that. And its primary good characteristics for it are Constitution, Dexterity, and Charisma.
Okay, so that's +2.
Well, we'll go over how we do skills in just a second here. So let's back up, and we'll start with your characteristics and skills. So basically, everything is rated 1 to 5, and the way you determine your characteristics is you choose a block to be your primary, a block to be your secondary, and a block to be your tertiary. You get a choice between physical, social, and mental characteristics. So you choose whether you want... Give me a sec.
Baby, the tape's not for you.
So you pick if you want your physical to be your which block you want to be your primary, which you want to be your secondary, and which you want to be your tertiary.
Okay,
Your primary gets how many does each get with grit? I can't remember.
Wait, what? For stats?
Yeah.
Your primary gets 6, your secondary gets 4, your tertiary gets 2.
Yep.
Okay,
So 6, 4, 2 to split up amongst your characteristics in each block.
okay, so I'm just gonna make physical primary, make mental.
Not social?
Let's go social, secondary, and mental tertiary.
There you go.
Alright. So I can put it all into ballistics, but it might be a bit much. Actually, do we have any drivers here?
Ballistics? I think
JS Alchemist, who's going to be showing up later, as a vehicle.
Okay.
Also, Med, I think you mean Strength, Dex, or Constitution gets those points. All of them start at 1, and you get points to divvy up amongst them. So you get 6 points to divvy up amongst your Strength, or Dex, and Constitution. I would recommend Dex being a good, strong one.
Hang on. Wrong sheet. Hang on a second. What was it doing this on the screen?
What, baby? Baby, why are you
Maybe
doing
amuse
this?
the crowd while we get this sorted.
At this point, I think your baby should have a character too.
Maybe should have a character. It's a demon host.
Uh,
Oh god.
it can be like the toddler from Ghost Stories, the English dub.
Huh. In another campaign, my cat has a character. It was not my idea.
Why?
Was it possessed?
No, he's just my character's pet. And just as misbehaving.
God damn it.
Alright. So just looking at the actual PDF in the character sheet, it doesn't actually have any of the raw stats unless I'm seeing something wrong.
The one in the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, they're at the top there. They're on the first page. Right at the top.
Okay.
Characteristics. Power, finesse, resist. Yeah, power. Yeah, so it has intelligence, wisdom, willpower, strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, fellowship, composure. It's at the top there.
Okay. Hang on. I missed the other page. There's pages right at the bottom of the PDF.
Yeah, they're 392 and 393 of the PDF.
That would be why I skipped that part, but that's what you get for using paint.
Yep.
Alright, that was my bad.
Good job.
quick, give the man a cookie.
Get the man a cookie.
Absolutely. I need one. Be very nice right now.
Lizard, you finished your character, right?
I'm just finishing him up right now. I do not have a secondary though, because
Well-
I just have too many ideas and no way to formulate them.
We can make a secondary. You can follow along with making a secondary.
Yeah,
Alongside
basically.
Ned, so he doesn't feel left out.
Yeah.
So he's not all alone making his character. 'Cause
Awesome.
he-
Okay. So,
Okay.
right, now we've got that sorted.
All right, now we got it. Okay. So 6 points among your strength, dex, and constitution. 4
Alright,
points amongst your charisma, fellowship, and composure, and 2 amongst your int, whiz, and willpower. As you can see, they all start at 1. And you get dots.
Alright,
You get
I
'em.
think dexterity does firearms, correct?
It does, so you probably should put it in there.
Shoot from the hip.
Constitution's also good.
Yeah, just going full dex and constitution.
Oh god, do you have 4 in each and then just 1 strength?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh
I could
no.
change it.
I don't.
We'll just do it for now and see how it goes.
Sure. Wait, yeah, I do have a. You can change your character within 3 sessions of
Okay.
starting. That's always my. Just to make sure you didn't do something that you just are like, well, this isn't fun.
Okay. Now this bloke has no social skills at all. He's basically a lower caste or a criminal caste with all the points in composure.
Okay. He's ready. He's ready. So you have a 5 in composure and a 1 in everything else?
He is committed.
I mean, I guess you gotta have something.
I'm thinking at this point he should be committed.
Oh, he's ready.
Alright.
He's ready.
There are gonna be some insane arguments between my character and his.
I just want him a screaming dwarf. So yeah, you were gonna play a squat for your race,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oh, good
AKA
God.
A
now,
dwarf, a dwarf, if you will.
I was actually contemplating playing a female one, so we have like a lolly of the group, but
I don't think that's a lolly.
says
It's
you.
more-
Alright, wisdom and willpower.
a halfling would be a lolly.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. Or if the fairy homebrew class.
Oh, the fairy, yeah. Oh god.
Okay.
All right, so you get a +1 to Constitution or Willpower.
Okay.
Oh right, we gotta do skills first, real quick.
Oh yeah, hang on. Wisdom and willpower. What's the difference?
Well, if you look at the thing, if you look at the sheet, you will see
Yeah.
that wisdom is the finesse aspect of your your mental power things, and willpower is your resistance.
I had to get coffee.
Alright, we'll just go one of each.
There you go. Just because.
Alright.
All right. So back. So now skills. You get how many?
8, 6, and 4.
8, 6, 4.
And the
So-
other good thing about it is that you don't have to have the same order like you did with the stats. You can completely go physical, social, mental, or whatever. So,
Yep. Just remember, you need to have 2 points in ballistics, 1 in command, and 1 in intimidation.
Alright, and they're prerequisites. Okay. No worries. Alright, now we could make an agile squad, which would be funny. Just put a bunch of points into acrobatics.
your character's gonna be crazy.
It's a
Yeah.
hard point. Oh man, I wish I just... Acrobatics. Right, movements. Okay, backflips. Has anyone ever seen a dwarf do a backflip?
Well, I can't say I have, but I don't think I've really seen any dwarves before.
I've seen a little person do a backflip. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, but they're kind of halflings, not really dwarves.
True.
I don't think a
Alright.
dwarf would be able to do one. They're usually quite stocky.
Hey, they
Oh,
can somersault.
Yeah, it's not. They wouldn't really do it.
Just roll the dwarf.
Bowling ball dwarf.
Dwarf bowling.
Yeah, he just tucks and rolls. That's the backflip.
I just don't want to know
Knocks
where you
out
put your.
everyone's ankles.
I just wouldn't want to know where you're gonna put your fingers when it comes to holes.
Ah! No, I don't want to think about that.
Too late.
My swap might have a thing for vampires. You never know.
Hey, hey, stay away. No.
Alright.
Just stay away from the mechanical gnome.
Alright, so obviously one ballistics, so I get is it 8,
8, 6, and 4.
8, 6, and 4. Alright. He's not a
But I
brawler,
think I think the most you could put into any one stat is like 3.
so if
or
I have a
anyone's
start
skill.
of 2, I can go up to 5, or is it just 3 the max?
You can go up to 5, but you'd have to buy them. But you're starting out with 3,
Okay, so
or max of 3.
We'll pump some into athletics. Minus, what is that one? That is, Lanty is used to pickpockets and stuff.
Yep.
Do we really want to be a thief?
How about brawl instead? Just to punch people when you don't want to shoot them, but you want to beat the shit out of them.
Oh, good God.
But is that reliant on strength or dexterity?
Strength, but still.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not really reliant, but you know.
No, we'll just put a couple of points in there anyway. Put 2.
Oh wait, acrobatics is an advanced skill.
Yeah, I haven't put any in there yet. Okay.
Wait. I need to check how advanced skills work real quick.
You need a minimum of at least 1 point to even
use
consider
them.
using it.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So, what does that mean?
So if
Do
you
what?
want, if you want to use acrobatics, you need to put a point to it.
It needs- Yeah, it needs a minimum of 1 point before you can even use it. It's basically like I don't know how to really say
Okay,
it, but
you can't. It's a skill that's learned. It's not a
Yeah.
talent that you have. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, we'll put 2 points into acrobatics just for funsies. 7, and we'll put 1 point into stealth. Okay.
I just realized I was missing a point on my gnome, so
No.
he'll go pilot.
Oh no. He's the backup pilot in case the other one dies.
Well, I got 3 in drive and 3 in pilot.
He's like, if Alchemist's fucking character dies, he's just like, this is my ship now.
Oh my God, seriously?
I own
Well,
the
if-
ship.
Well, if worst comes to worst, because of the way my character's been made, he can actually hack into the ship or a car. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that he could hijack it without problem.
Oh god.
Alright. Now just looking at what I can use my composure on here. Alright, what we got?
Being a badass.
Yeah, I was just looking at skills. Just I got a couple. I got 6 points in this man. Really? Nothing.
Points in.
That's-
What do you have to spend it
Oh,
on?
hang on. Okay, we can. Scrutiny is.
You
Actually,
did.
that would be appropriate. Scrutiny skill is used to make assessments about people you encounter, so it's basically an insight roll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to have. It's good to have for a dwarf.
A door.
A dwarf, especially for since you're a sheriff.
Yeah. Okay, and that's.
What do you have on your tech use?
It doesn't
No,
matter
it
because
doesn't
you
get
are
that.
because you have tech use out the wazoo. Why does he need that?
Yeah, I got 9, keep 5.
are you
How
so...
old do lizard men live to?
I don't know. Are you making
They
an our
doesn't
lizard? are
say.
you
It just says they live much longer than humans.
Oh, that's right. You're making a lizard man. Fuck.
That's my I mean, I kind of have to. If I don't, like, what's the point?
What if you made a lizard man who is... I need to look at the class options. What if you made a What if you made the psycho, the lizard man, the psycho?
Oh my god, I should. I had no plans for lizard man other than being a lizard man, and I totally should.
Just tell you, make the psycho, make it happen.
That's okay. The stream doesn't even know what my backup is.
Oh god.
Alright. So could I put my scrutiny at 6? There's nothing against that?
No.
Okay. There's nothing else really seems
Oh.
to appeal.
Oh, lizard man, you should do it. You should do it. Demon host lizard man psycho.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
How-
I
how-
should though.
How dope
I mean,
would
I'm
that
not
be, though?
really. A demon host lizard man psycho.
How dope would that be?
Oh my gosh. I got it now. I like have to. If the DM tells me I should do it, I kind of have to.
No, you don't.
How do you
You
think-
don't. You don't have to.
How do you think he talked me into being a Atlantean Kobold spellcaster?
I
Yeah,
just make it
yeah.
sound. I just see. I put people. I just present the hype train, and then people get on it willingly.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a anything from the mental skill that you do not have. Like what's everyone else got?
For mental, on my main, well, obviously tech,
Yep.
but I also have crafts and academic lore.
Oh my god. I just looked at the psycho. You know what? You know what your sword schools are?
Killer doll and tiger claw.
Yeah, so that's throwing weapons and chainsaw weapons, respectively.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
I was just thinking now I could put some Medicaid, but it's not the kind of thing my character would do.
No, no, he's here for justice.
I'd say some
Even I
villain
don't have
stuff.
Medicaid.
Does
Oh,
nobody
no.
have Medicaid?
No one has. You guys are gonna die. You don't even have a magic user. You don't even have a healer.
Oh my god.
Better get some more people. Better get some more people into this game.
I am one with the shit, bitches.
Oh, by the way, you know what your one of your gun katas is for. You know what one of your gun katas is for Psycho?
What?
Burning love.
Oh,
Flamer,
jeez.
flamer weapons.
Oh my god.
Or
It's
when you-
turned from lizard man to dragon man.
For when you don't feel like giving the person the clap.
For when you want your food crispy.
Yeah. Just looks over at the other, like, oh god, who's the character that lizard man would eat?
The
Oh, my
Thrykean.
Thrykean.
Yeah, just looks over, like, holds up flamethrower. Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Licks
Alright,
lips.
Get over here.
Licks lips. Licks eyeballs.
Okay. Okay, so let me get this right for you, Lizard.
Yeah.
You have basically a vampire pimp.
I swear. I swear to
Well,
God,
that's
Christ,
a mental image I didn't need.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have a psycho lizard.
Yes.
The lizard is basically just going to be herself.
Yeah.
I looked
Not
into
the
it.
first one. I am not a vampire pimp in real life, I swear.
I swear.
Lies.
No, she's just a crazy lizard.
I am a crazy lizard, though.
Does anyone
I
have
visited
common
my
law?
family yesterday at the zoo, and it was lit.
What, man?
Does anyone have common law?
Uh,
Common law as a skill.
Oh, common lore. I thought you said common lol. And I was like, what?
I have.
It's like, run
No, I
that
do
by
not.
me again?
Run that by me a few more times!
I only have forbidden lore.
No, I have no lore. My mental
yeah.
skills are arcana, perception, and tech use.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
I've got
Jay.
common law as well.
You know it's
Alright.
great right now?
Hmm.
You don't have a healer. Or a magic. Well, you have a slight bit of magic, but you don't have a healer.
I'm gonna blame the rest of the party for that.
I could potentially use magic, but it wouldn't be the kind you'd want.
No, it's
Hey.
necromancy.
I know, it's like,
It's a really, really late healer.
yeah. Like, I got you. Like, I've been dead for 20 minutes. I'm like, hey, that's
Hey
all
man,
I can do
I
for
got you.
man.
Hey man, I
Yeah.
got you though.
Yeah.
I did get
I
you.
did get you. I just took longer.
Hey, JS,
Hey, did you want it at all? I can
Yes.
put you back down.
what's your
What?
tech use?
1.
You suck.
I only have tech use from the fact that I'm Warforged.
Hello, I
So-
am Warforged.
Hello.
However, I have
Make your-
3 really fucking big guns, a fucking spaceship, and the ability to basically ignore like 90% of damage at this point.
Hey,
Wait,
Matt.
since he's Warforged, and since I do repairs, would I be able to repair him?
I mean, I'm
Yes.
Warforged and Promethean, so yes and yes.
Promethean especially means that you're going to be able to fix him.
Okay,
In fact, he's
that's
going
good.
to. In fact, he's going to.
Well, somebody's
in fact,
gonna be fine.
Yeah. In fact, he's going. In fact, he's going to require you. He's going to be like, I'm going to protect you with as if my life depends on it because it does.
So basically, I'll repair you while taking over your ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
If I
basically.
die, you're not the one that gets my ship. The
Yeah, we
follower.
we basically
He has a bunch of followers, so you're
Yeah, it's
fucked.
like in order to have the ship, I have to have followers. So
Yeah, well, he'll just inherit them.
It's like, just looks at all the people. Well, you're my
Well,
bitches now.
guess you're mine now.
Yep, I'm liking my main character, so somebody better make a damn healer. Oh wait, healer
I-
wouldn't do any good on me.
Nope.
same.
I mean, I don't know about me either. I mean, I'm kind of mildly immortal.
My
Unless-
character and Grits are going to basically be best friends because I protect him, he keeps me alive.
Medic.
I'm
Doctor.
honestly picturing Grits' character on JS's shoulders, just like all the whenever he needs to see something bigger, it's like basically
I've
also
just
step
realized-
ladder.
We've created we've created the medic and the heavy.
Yeah, I swear to God,
True.
if you don't talk like the heavy, I will be disappointed in you, Jays.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. That was kind of my plan.
Of course.
Let me hear your best. Let me hear your best, medic.
Medic!
No, you don't have the accent, the Russian accent on it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to fall into the Russian accent first.
He just scared our cat.
Doctor.
So basically, I'm like 2 foot nothing and sitting on a Warforged shoulder.
Yep.
It's like
pretty much.
the joys of being a clockwork gnome.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
Hey, I might be able to integrate into you, so watch it.
Oh God. No.
I can
Now,
think
where
of
you
this
should be
bad back.
concerned is the
I
fact
have
that
no concern.
you could theoretically
Basically.
Master
when I
Blaster.
use the final tier ability for the fucking Promethean.
It's Master
It's double in
Blaster.
size.
It's Master Blaster.
All right, skills are done. So,
Okay, skills are done. All right, so now we grab your race, which is squat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Jays. Med's gonna be a hobo with a shotgun.
Basically everything my character hates.
We're gonna get
So-
along famously.
And at some point we're gonna have to find a
great,
common
so-
ground.
No, at some
Not only is he
point,
a filthy meat bag,
at
he's
some
a filthy meat bag.
at some point, you guys have to have your Legolas and Gimli moment of just like.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I've never thought I'd die side by side with a dirty hobo.
What about side by side? What about side
With
by
a
side
friend.
with a friend? Yeah, that'll do. What about
Yeah,
what
I-
about
we
side
can
by
have
You're the
the,
Warforged
No,
from like, the other side of the battle. Who said anything about dying?
Yeah, it's like,
No,
we have
no,
the
no.
exact moment right before a battle where it's like, would you like me to describe it for you, or would you like me to find you a box? Just looks down.
What about side by side with a dirty hobo with a shotgun? Yes, that'll do it.
I could do that. I could do that. Just like charges into battle.
From across the battle here, you hear the Warforged yell, "Get!"
Yeah! Yes. Seriously though. I need that to
Let's
happen.
see.
All of that.
The most epic bromance of all time.
Yeah.
The dwarf and the vampire. Okay, so you get +1 to either Constitution or Willpower. I would say Constitution. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Be even tougher. You get a +1 to Crafts and Common Lore.
Okay, cool.
And your power is Squat Toughness. A squat's resilience is treated as being 1 higher for the purpose of determining hit points lost due to damage. That's really fucking good.
I know, that's why I wanted to do the hobo with the shotgun.
And your
Work.
and your size is 3.
Okay.
Now we do Exaltation. So for those of you listening to this episode 0, an Exaltation is basically your super aspect of you that makes you way cooler than any normal mortal. This game has more than just race class. It is race class Exaltation, with your Exaltation being all sorts of cool shit. For example, Jays and Wits here have Promethean, which is basically you are a Ghost in the Shell style person, just more robot than anything that you were before.
Except me, I look more like a clockwork gnome.
Yeah, well, it can take on all sorts of forms. It can be cybernetic, it can be clockwork, it can be whatever. But the point is that you are more machine than person anymore.
Yep.
You were created. Or, for example, Lizardman here has a... What was your exaltation? Vampire. Yeah, Vampire is an exaltation. We have in core. There's also Atlanteans, Chosen, Demon Host, Paragon, and Werewolf. So our hobo with the shotgun here is probably going to go Paragon, which is basically you're just the best of your race, the best of the best of the best.
Yeah, it's a very generic exaltation. It's probably
But-
human, the one.
It's really really good because I found out what this thing can do. And Med, I hope you got your describing hat on, because that's pretty much what this exaltation is built around, is doing what are called stunts. Now, what stunts are is basically if you describe your attack or your action as really fucking cool, then I award you bonus dice. If your description is really cool and descriptive, you get 1 bonus die. If it's even cooler and more descriptive and very specifically uses something in the environment, then you get 2 bonus dice. If it is something so cool that uses something in the environment and basically everyone at the table is just blown away by how awesome that sounded and the fucking audacity of the awesomeness of that, you get 3 bonus dice. Now, what Paragons get, though, is they get a whole bunch of stuff that lets them just utilize those stunts and make them even cooler, even better. Like at your level 2, you regain your resource points back every time you attempt and succeed a 2-die stunt or higher. Let's see. You begin with 2 additional hero points. You get to have both of your characteristic boosts. So get +1 to your willpower. You're never surprised and are aware of every attack that is directed at you. And you gain 1 feat that has your race as a prereq. You get 1 racial feat.
Okay. So let's take
Also,
a
God, that was horrible.
That was creepy.
I can't even use it. I can't even hear it, understand it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work on that a bit. We'll find another
Yeah,
one.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
All I
cool,
had was
but
real
can't
eye.
understand you.
Yeah.
Also, so
Alright.
the what makes Paragons really good is that it's like everyone's resource points can be used for some generic things. Like it's more than just your powers. There's some generic things that everyone can do with these points, and Paragons just get them back like all the time, and have a massive pool of them. So you could just keep going, just constantly being the best.
Wait, how
It's
bloody
actually-
fast do they gain them?
At the beginning of each
Very-
scene, you gain a number of points equal to 3 times your excellence. You may use these points to modify any skill roll directly. Spending 1 point improves the final total of the roll by 1. You may spend any number of these points per round, using all of them in a single roll if you wish. Whenever an opponent spends a resource point, a pressure point, a hero point, or you lose 1 or more hit points, you recover a pressure point.
Fucking hell. And I thought the Prometheans regenerated them fast.
Oh yeah, these guys regenerate them like literally all the time during combat.
I think Prometheans like 1 per hour or some shit.
Give or take, yeah.
Lord.
But they're like the most resilient exaltation.
Yeah, that's very true.
Hence why I wanted to do like a dwarf Promethean, but everyone else was doing it. So
Also, I love the name of the powers that you get as you level up. Swift as the coursing river, all the force of a great typhoon, strength of a raging fire, and mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
God damn it.
Like, I see what you're doing there.
That's this
I
entire
see
game.
it and I hate it.
That's this entire game. Is I see what you're doing there. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You are not
Oh,
wrong.
you can get squat armor proficiency for
yeah,
free. That's a good one.
yeah, I got a.
Who needs armor proficiency?
Where do I find the derangements? Like, because it says for Psycho I need to have a 1 or more minor derangements to start.
That'll be the DM picks,
Oh,
and that means you have to take the hindrance loco.
Loco?
For
Yep.
that one, yes, in order to start with a minor derangement,
You have
you
an
have to take the
obsession.
hindrance loco.
You have an obsession with eggs. You want to eat eggs all the time.
Why?
Not as bad as the one I got from him the last time.
What'd you get?
Melee character that doesn't like blood and gore.
Oh god, that's
Okay.
where that
Has an
came
obsession
from. I
with-
wondered.
Your
Clean.
your character should be named Joanna, and then whenever when you're obsessing over eggs, someone's got to be like, "These are not Joanna eggs."
The male, but
I have
Anyone who gets that reference,
no
you
idea
get
what
some
the
ex-
fuck you're on about.
I
anyone
do
who
not
gets
get
that
the reference.
maybe before your time. You guys are young.
Oh hush, not that young
Young compared to what?
compared to
Compa-
him.
Compared to me, I am ancient of days.
Okay, old man.
At the creaking age of 27, about to turn 28 this year.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
You all could just shut the hell up.
Oh, I think
Shots
I don't
fired.
think you're the oldest one here, Yanix.
No, it's fine. I'm still a creaking ancient. He is alongside me as also a creaking ancient.
Oh, please, I've got you beat by at least 2 decades.
Oh my god. I'm probably the youngest one here, though, so there's
Yeah,
that
probably.
for me. Yeah. I'm
I think we're
22.
all getting
So
old.
okay, well, Med, do you know
Yep.
do you know the reference I made?
Which one?
The not Joanna eggs.
I thought it was like a Karen joke, but no.
Oh wait, that's right. You're in Australia. You might not have seen that movie. No, wait, and it's the most apt place to see it though. It's from Rescuers Down Under. Come on, people.
Wait, I've seen that movie. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I remember. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Right, the lizard.
Yeah, these are not Joanna eggs.
Ugh.
Disney movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good
Yeah,
movie.
but-
Sequel to a Disney movie.
I'm
It's
not a
and it's
Disney
better.
fan.
It's honestly better than the original.
It is though. It takes place in Australia too.
It does.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Australians don't watch movies
Called
about
Rescuers
Australia.
Down
They watch,
Under.
like,
Takes
country.
place in Australia. You don't say.
You don't say.
Hush
But yeah,
you.
yeah. You should. Your lizard man should be Joanna, and obsess over eggs.
Okay.
Is that seriously what we're going with?
It's technically up to you.
I mean,
so
I'm playing
is that
a
what is
male
that the kind of
lizard.
shit post you feel like
I'm
being?
I'm being a male
How
lizard.
deep down the shit post do we want to go? Do you want to go with this character?
Ugh. I think I'm
Well, to-
getting dragged
well, to be
down it no
fair-
matter what.
You're not wrong.
Dragged, kicking, and screaming.
Well, to be fair, lizards do sometimes like eggs.
Yeah.
Do they eat their own eggs?
You're not allowed to chew them though. You have to swallow them whole.
Deep throat.
He throat that egg.
I
And
mean,
that goes-
my lizard character in another campaign has an obsession with sticks, so...
Well, I should say if you can swallow them whole, then you do. I mean, because the thing is you obsess over literally any egg you can find.
Alright, we're going that. Egg obsession.
Egg obsession. So for that, you want to take Loco as your hindrance. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway.
Yep.
Med. So we got Paragon. So you got those bonus things pumped in.
Okay. What were the bonuses?
Okay. So your power is going to start at 1. You get 2 more additional hero points to start with. You get +1 to your willpower because you get your other characteristic bonus from your race.
Yep, got that.
You are never surprised. And you gain 1 racial feat. And your resource stat is action points. You have a number of action points equal to your level plus excellence. Okay, so these are regained at the beginning of every session,
Okay, so
which is really good. Okay, so I was wrong. The pressure points is slightly different from the action points, but they are still really, really good.
Okay.
Anyway, so what, baby? Why have you been whining this whole time? All right, so now that we got that sorted, we're almost done actually.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually now we need to do backgrounds. Backgrounds. I think. Yeah, backgrounds.
That has not been done yet for this.
Okay, so you get
7 points.
7 points to split up amongst your backgrounds. You can put them into allies, artifact, backing, contacts, fame, followers, holdings, inheritance, mentor, status, wealth, and that's it.
Hang on. Which chapter was that on? Background. Sorry. There. All right. Oh, this is probably where I stopped reading. No wonder I don't know anything about this.
And just to let you know also, you can have a maximum of 3 points per background at the start.
That's just with the 7 points you get for free.
Unless you get, like, if you get extra, like I did with
The
mine.
vampire gets 4 extra that can be used to go over 4, and any additional you buy with XP can
Yeah.
be used to punt it over.
I did not have to do
Yeah.
that. I have a 4 in wealth, a 4 in inheritance, and a 3 in holdings.
Yeah, you have fun with that. 2 artifact, 3 followers, 3 holdings, and 3 inheritance.
Now, your starting equipment, you basically get a pack just to start with. If you want anything better than your little pack of equipment, then you're gonna want inheritance. Because there are some good-ass guns.
I'm wielding a very fancy scythe.
Oh, trust me.
Which I
I'm
named.
fully covered on the good-ass guns. I have a squad automatic weapon, a double rifle, and a pulse rifle.
I have a wrench.
I'm getting a weird idea here. It's like getting back into calling, having a cult of vigilantes just start a religion about me.
All hail
Your alignment's
the
gonna probably have to be
North.
unaligned then, because you're being worshipped as a god, and they'll probably not like that.
I don't know.
Alright.
Well, they could. Well, he might not be worshipped, but he could be seen as like an avatar of the god or something.
Well, I'm a cast member, so I might be a bunch of hobos also.
The leader, the king of the hobos.
King of the hobos.
Yeah,
King of the hobos.
Alright. But how to do this well? Okay, I'll take 1 point of. What's a good way to do this? I need like a large following, just for funsies.
Oh my god. I think I found
So
if you want
concerned.
if you want a special shotgun to start with from Inheritance,
Yep.
there's one in the homebrew called the Ravager. Fact: shotguns are awesome. Fact: explosive bolt rounds are awesome. Conclusion: a shotgun firing explosive bolt rounds is double awesome. The Ravager is a massive beast of a shotgun with 4 barrels sheathed in metal to form a device as thick around as an orc's thigh. Firing what amounts to explosive buckshot, the Ravager is a terrifically loud and singularly terrifying shotgun with enough explosive power to rip through most Spelljammer bulkheads before getting halfway through the clip.
That's saying something, considering the clip is 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many points?
You need Inheritance 3 to get it. It's very rare.
But
Yeah.
still, worth.
Things to note. Each
I
point
like the,
into a background is 50 XP until you get over 3 points.
We get 7 points for the background. Or
Yes.
we go. Okay, so is there a maximum that we can put in at the start?
3 out of those, 3 points total out of the
Okay.
7 freebies. After that, anything you buy with XP can be put wherever to whatever.
Alright, I'm gonna get following for 3, so I get like 100 people who blindly follow me for some reason.
Why?
They
Because
don't
he's king of the
blindly follow
hobos.
you. You have to take care of
The thing
them.
is, my guy is just like a man on a mission, and
You
he
still have
doesn't-
to take care, you still have to take care of your followers.
You do.
But am I still?
They
meeting
they
them?
will abandon you if you don't.
Will they?
Yep.
According to the
I would not
description of
I would not
following,
recommend
yes.
that. I would not recommend that.
Even if
my
you
case,
are
I do cook ship.
if you are a hobo with a shotgun, still need to take care of them.
What if I just tell them to say, take what you think you deserve?
No, gotta come from
Why
you.
not? I give them wisdom, which I have 0 of.
Sounds about right.
Alright,
Oh, I forgot to do my equipment.
Am I the only one who's named their weapon?
probably.
I haven't even named my character yet.
Honey.
What?
I mean,
I'm terrible with names.
If you need help, ask me.
His name is Blaster. And the and then the gnome's name is Master.
Why?
So you can have Master Blaster.
No. I think you need to go sit in your corner for a bit.
No.
Let's see, which pack should I go for my starting equipment?
I wish I read this part earlier. This is gonna take a while.
I think with the Cobalt I will do Void.
Okay. So, man, how's the spending of background points going?
Alright, let's just put a bunch of points into fame, just to say...
The
like-
famous hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah. Just go through that. Just
So 3 in fame, three in inheritance, and then 1 in what?
No, I'll probably want to go inheritance, just because I'm a absolute hobo. I don't get anything.
You don't want a Ravager?
Don't put it in holdings or wealth. You don't have crap.
Well, no, I think he should have inherited the one shotgun from his
no.
He inherited the shotgun from his father, hobo with the shotgun senior.
I'm continuing with the fame route and going status as well with 3.
You know, status is. Baby, what are you doing? She's attacking my face. I think she's trying to eat me. Ow! Ow!
Congratulations, you have a cannibal for a child.
That's about normal.
Hot.
What?
What?
I'm
Alright.
concerned
I
now.
have so many concerns.
So much concern.
Okay, and
Okay, so you have a reputation and a standing within the community of exalts
yep.
As a hobo.
as a hobo. Now, what's your one though? What's your last point going into?
I'm just gonna go contacts. Might come in handy.
You have one asshole contact who just gets you.
Yeah, well, I'm a hobo. I probably smell really bad. Hang on.
Okay, so what's your major contact gonna be? You get one.
Thank God, as a machine, I can't smell.
I'm just going to be pissed all the time, apparently. It's like,
I hate
I'll be
everything.
I'll be sitting on the Warforged shoulders, so I won't be able to smell anything anyways.
so it's just me that's gonna suffer. The one who really won't like
Yeah.
it the most.
Yep.
Oh god.
More fun that way.
Well, let's just say I have another. Just going off the status thing, I have another paragon who's like an expert.
Well, no, this is very specifically non-exalt.
No,
If you
just
want-
going with the stat. Yeah, hang on.
Allies gives you exalt buddies.
Oh no, just saying as status gives you a strong standing within the community of exalts.
Yes.
So I can't really. Okay, we just.
You are influential. You are often asked to consult.
Well, could I not have another consultant?
Well, if you want that, then don't put it into contacts, put it into allies. Each dot in this background typically represents one ally approximately equal to a starting character in power.
Yeah, I might do allies then. Not much of the information. Carry on.
I just want to be another dwarf hobo with a shotgun.
Double the hobo.
Double the hobo, and the vampire just goes ballistic.
Yeah, vampire screaming in the background. No!
God, fuck, why? There's another one!
Actually, has the lizard done her background?
For which one?
The lizard.
For my lizard, I am about to get to that. I was just
Okay,
adding my
so
race
next,
feeds.
Med, you need to choose a deity. Do you want to have your deity be one of the ruinous powers, one of the blessed pantheon, or one of the Grey Council?
Oh yeah, it'd be one of the grey.
One of the Grey. Alright, your choices are the god of magic, the god of death, Luna, who's a fickle and ever-changing deity, Corellon, who is essentially the god of excellence, or Vectron.
Just
By
because.
by his golden wings, praise him. Vectron is a very real and not completely made up god who has worshipped going back 1,000 years. Yeah, and he's really awesome. What is he the god of? Well, conveniently, he's the god of whatever seems like you need help with right now. So get in there and yell some praises. Vectron's commandments are vague and often change, but are generally agreed to be something like this. Do not question the validity of Vectron as a god. He's the biggest, best god, and that's all there is to it. There's no problem that cannot be solved by praising Vectron loudly enough and giving it another go. Make sure to let people know Vectron helped you. Try and convert others into the flock.
I am a machine that worships a mythical machine god.
Named
And-
Vectron.
I regret it.
And I'm a character who
I regret nothing.
wants to be unaligned, but is actually enslaved to the Raven Queen. For
Yeah,
somehow.
you
I-
yeah.
I have yet to decide how, but he's mad about it.
The war machine sprays and prays.
I
Ew.
think I'll go Luna. Just weird.
No, it's spray and praise.
Spray and praise.
Yeah, I'll go Luna. I think we've already got an edgelord vampire.
All right, so the tenets of Luna is change is inevitable, but it takes the work of the faithful to ensure that change is for the better. Strike back against those who would rob you of your freedom and urge others to fight for their own liberty. Do not fear or condemn the savagery of nature. Live in harmony with the wild. So there you go.
I'm a Luna. Okay.
He's like, could you get him some cake? Could you get him some cake? And I have the toddler on me, so he wants cake. I'm not sure if I should give him cake. Anyway,
Okay.
alright, so that's deities. Equipment.
Yep.
You get to pick one of a few starter sets. So, you can pick earth, air, fire, water, or void. Since you want to be a hobo with a shotgun, you probably want water. You get a shotgun or an auto pistol or a las pistol, fencing sword, mesh vest, street clothes, common quality clothing, chrono, and a flask of brandy.
Well, in his case, he's always looking for water because boy does he smell.
I still don't know what Valerius should start
And
with.
you know the funny thing about this? He starts with a flask of brandy, so he's got booze on him from the get-go.
Oh man.
But I don't know what my vampire's like. Should it be void? Like, I don't know.
I mean, do you want a classy outfit and sunglasses?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, then go void.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what my kobold
And
has.
you get a void suit for some armor, which is pretty good. Oh, actually, I think a void. I need to look at what.
Yeah, you get a void
does.
suit.
That's useful.
I think the void suit is just you can breathe in space, essentially.
Which is hilarious, considering that the vampire doesn't give a shit.
I don't breathe.
The vampire doesn't give a shit. Neither of the Prometheans give a shit.
It's just the hobo with the shotgun.
The hobo is the only one who has
Just the
actual
shit.
use for the void.
Valerius looks over. It's like, bet you wish you had one. Ha! Just floats away.
Just middle finger, flipping the double bird,
Yeah,
just
just
floating
like,
away.
Still has the same facial expression that he always has, but just has both of his middle fingers up as he's floating away.
So yeah, you get him some
Yeah.
cake.
Which page was the
What's the
kit
cake?
on?
I don't know.
Like the Earth. Where is it?
We should probably. You want some food? Why don't you go get some food with Mama?
Okay. Fine.
He wants his food.
I have realized that given my current choice of weapons, I should probably start with the class heavy as opposed to gun mage.
Yeah, I was wondering why you went gun mage. I was like, just go heavy.
I mean, I could technically do both.
Just go
It'll
heavy.
just take me longer.
I mean, why not? Down the
Yeah, but
road.
Hang on. Which page were the kits on the equipment packs?
The kits are on page 14 of the PDF.
Book.
13 of the book, 14 of the PDF.
Also, how the shit does gun kata work?
Okay, so gun kata behaves exactly like sword schools, and I will get to that when we get to it with Med, so that way
Alright.
I can explain sort of how everything works for the listeners at home.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now I'm just looking at magic and how to figure this crap out.
Yeah, that's why nobody does the mage first.
Yeah, you don't have magic. You don't have it, man. You're a sheriff.
So
But
where would
I
I?
think I get a basic idea.
You don't get access to magic anyway, so don't worry about it. You get access to gun kata though, which is like it's basically weeaboo shooting. Sort of like how sword schools are weeaboo sword fighting. This is
There
weeaboo
is
gun
no
shooting.
fucking part of gun kata, at least Crisis Zone, that is weeaboo. No, this is fucking action movie level bullshit. One-handing a goddamn fucking heavy weapon.
Yes.
That is not weeaboo. No, that is fucking like Hollywood bullshit right there.
Crisis Zone.
Yup. No penalty for firing without bracing first.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Oh, and the action is suppressing fire.
So like
Yeah.
when we get to the armor section, like we have, I have an empty currently. We have our starter pack, but like obviously I have to have a big coat and a hat, otherwise I'll die in the sun. Like,
Yeah, that's
Do I
just
put-
clothes. That's just
okay,
clothes.
okay. But I have no idea where to put that down, so I'm just gonna put it.
Just yeah, it's fine. Just in your equipment, whatever. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. All right. So, fuck. fuck, shit, fuck. Okay. Where are you, Ned?
Yeah. Okay, you got the equipment going. Good. I'll pick out a shotgun when we get to that part later.
Well, no, you get one shotgun. You get a shotgun.
A shotgun.
Yeah, you didn't take inheritance, so you get whatever is in the water.
Yeah, just
Thing.
a stock standard shotgun.
A bog standard ass bullshit shotgun. No fun Ravager for you. You passed up on that.
I'm sure you'll give me one later.
Oh.
Nice.
No, you can. No, you ask the vampire to buy you one nicely,
Okay.
and he will.
Yeah,
And he,
I am the bank of the party. I am your disappointed dad, basically.
Are you
I
the
will
dad
judge
or
you
mum?
for whatever you spend it on, but I will let you spend.
I'm just imagining you guys going to one of the vampire space stations, and just that to meet like with the vampire's Ventru buddies, and they're like, "What are you doing with that disgusting small thing?"
Believe me, I don't know.
and then eventually by then you're bros, and you're like, "Come on, he's the best. He's the best small
Dude,
thing."
it's a hobo with a shotgun.
This is my hobo. Don't you dare insult my hobo.
Just pulls out my giant ass scythe, like, shut up.
How dare you insult my hobo? This is my
Yeah.
hobo.
there are many like him, but this one is mine.
he needs booze. He needs booze 50 times a day, and he must be watered with booze very frequently, and he gets very grumpy when he and gets very grumpy when he doesn't get his booze.
Yeah.
So you get your shotgun, you get your other shit. I guess we're on to just rounding out the character, right? that-
Guess so.
Is that right, Grits? Jays?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Sounds about right.
No, racial feats.
Oh no, he picked that one
Oh,
up
racial
already.
and assets.
He already picked up his racial feed. Well, that's part of rounding out the character, right?
Well,
Okay.
What
'Cause
about the what should we call it? Hindrances and assets that are
Yeah,
not
that's
that.
Well, yeah, that's all XP.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
It's all part of the
talk about
XP
that then.
expenditure. So yeah,
Yep,
so
hang
you,
on, I'll be back in a second. Max.
so how is everybody else's secondaries coming along?
Slowly.
Slowly,
Still don't have a name or
Yeah,
name
it's a
for my
going.
lizard.
I'm telling you.
I'm like, it's a dude.
These are not Joanna
Oh.
eggs.
So, success!
Though he is going to have a chain sword. I really like melee stuff. I really do.
You have melee, I'm just a walking weapons platform.
Yeah. Like my other character has this
I need to
giant
see-
amazing scythe.
I need to see this saw. Where did you find this bullshit?
The squad automatic?
Yeah.
Book 1.6.
Let's see here. Is that a heavy
For
bolter?
some stupid reason, yeah, and for some stupid reason,
Oh,
it's
no, there it
considered
is.
a basic weapon proficiency-wise.
Why didn't you get a heavy bolter? It's explosive.
The double rifle is also a weapon I have. I considered the heavy bolter. The reason I have not settled on it outright is I need to figure out if I can actually get the proficiency to use it.
Oh, that's true.
Because on fucking Spell Shooter, at least, I hadn't really looked too far into it because I'd be able to get one additional, like, ranged proficiency.
So we were looking
I
in.
need basic, and I could get any of the ranged.
Yeah.
So I was trying to debate where do I want to put skill points.
So it's
Hush,
funny.
baby.
So it's funny. We were looking into the the psycho class for the lizard man. There is the sword schools in Gunkata schools cover throwing weapons, chain weapons, flamers, And point blank shooting, I believe. It's either
I mean-
point blank or clay pigeon.
You do know what that class is based on, right?
It's based on causing as much mayhem and destruction as
You.
possible.
That entire class is Krieg from
From-
Borderlands 2.
Yup.
Oh,
Down
God
to
damn
its
it.
feet, quite literally being skills that you can pick as Krieg.
Oh god damn. Everything's a reference in this game.
Yup.
Apparently that one
Everything.
wasn't obvious, though.
I haven't played Borderlands in a while.
Okay, how the fuck do you forget Krieg?
It's pretty
I didn't
unforgettable,
play
my
Cre-
dude.
I know him, I just didn't play him very much.
I mean, for God's sake, Hellfire Halitosis? What the hell do you think that is?
Halitosis.
Yup.
A, I didn't actually read these things because I just sort of was like, I was looking more at the top instead of the class feats. And B,
That-
I
that's
had,
part of it.
and B, I didn't play Krieg that much.
Well, that's on you. Krieg
Hey,
is fucking
I like, what's her name? Gage. Gage is my girl.
I mained Gage.
That makes 3 of us.
for
well,
Because
Borderlands,
if done right, Gage is broken as fuck.
Granted,
yeah.
granted, my first playthrough was Maya, but that was because Gage wasn't out yet.
yeah, I think. Who did I main as for Borderlands 2? I don't remember. I've been.
You didn't, because as it stands, I don't think you've even completed the damn game yet.
No. Dang.
So you technically haven't mained anybody because you've yet to complete one character.
By the way, Jays, do you have Shadow Warrior 2?
What?
Shadow Warrior 2.
Don't think so.
It's like Borderlands 2, but with more Wang.
With more what now?
I
More
will,
dicks, honey.
no,
More
no,
dicks.
well, yes and no. I will show you.
Oh, dear.
Lord.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, anytime he says, I'm going to show you something, it's always a reason to be concerned.
Here.
Let's see what assets this one gets.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, finally.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't take a Sargon level break.
Okay, so where were we with you?
Rounding out characters.
Right, so you get 600 XP to spend. You can spend that on feats, improving your characteristics, buying more background points, spending it on improving skills. You can also spend it on assets, which are basically like qualities and impediments. So you can also get 200 more. You can also take hindrances. You can only take 2 hindrances, but they are bad things. But will give you 100 XP a pop.
How much do these feats cost?
100 a pop.
Okay, cool.
But and assets also cost 100 a pop. Buying the first point in a gun kata costs 200, which I would recommend. Because okay, so here's how gun kata and sword schools work, which I'll explain now for the viewers at home as well as for you players. Basically, what a gun kata is, and what a gun kata or a sword school does, is it gives you modifiers that you can then slap on to your attacks to improve them in some way, shape, or form. You can only put a number of points worth of modifiers equal to your rank in the school, but you can, equal to 2 times your rank in the school. No, wait. You can put a number of points in equal to your rank in the school, basic, and you can get extra points equal to. You can also take penalties, like penalty type modifiers, to get extra points that you can put in, and that can be up to 2 times your rank in the school, I believe, is how it works. So basically, you can get 1 free point, but after that, like if you're at rank 1, you can get 1 point for free. If you want to do 2 points, you need to take a penalty, a 1 point penalty. Does that make sense?
Next point you get a
Mostly.
penalty.
Okay, so
I'll be right
okay.
back.
Yeah.
I'll here we'll do this. Trick shots, like for gun kata, it's called a trick shot. Trick shots start with choosing an action to base it on. So, say a basic attack. You add advantages and restrictions to improve it, buying it with XP. There are some universal advantages and restrictions that can be used by any gunslinger, but the majority of advantages and restrictions come from the gun katas. Every advantage on a trick shot costs a certain number of style points. When a gunslinger has style points equal to their martial adept level to use on attacks he buys, going beyond that requires him to gain style points by adding restrictions to his attack. Where advantage improves an attack, a restriction imposes a penalty on the attack. It's possible to both buy and improve trick shots. Buying an attack is fairly inexpensive, costing 50 XP per style point of the attack, with a minimum cost of 50 XP. Improving an attack you already have costs naturally 50 XP per style point that you're adding to it. So, like, for example, if I want to make a new basic attack that increases the damage by one die that I don't get to keep, that would cost 1 point. And if I want to if I also want to make it, yeah, almost done. If I want to add another die to my accuracy roll, I would then have to take a restriction. For example, I can't use this attack if I used it in the last round. And that would be a grand total of 2 style points, meaning it would cost 100 XP to buy this special attack that I can then use whenever I want. And your various gun katas provide special stuff. Like, for example, you've got access to Tin Star.
Is this in the expansion or the...
This is in the expansion.
Okay, yeah.
Your sheriff class gives you access to Clay Pigeon, Tin Star, and Point Blank, but you gotta buy a point in it first before you start getting access to them. So, like, I would recommend buying into at least one, and then you can later down the line start building attacks and such. Just so you've got, because some of them you just get bonuses straight up from them. Like, if you take Tin Star, you just automatically get a +2 bonus to all initiative rolls, which is great.
Okay, so for like the different levels of that, you like get the level, and then like the effects in it are just
now
granted for having that level.
Yes, well, they're granted. They're now open
Obviously,
to
you have to
use.
apply them.
Yeah, exactly, which means buying it for the attack, but they are now open for use. Some of them that don't have a cost usually are just like automatically open to use. Like, you know, you have Point Blank. If you bought Point Blank at rank 1, then you get Yippee-Ki-Yay, which means that you do not suffer penalties for firing weapons into melee combat. Fucking fantastic. Or, you know, Crisis Zone. You suffer no penalty for firing a heavy weapon without bracing first. But, of course, you gotta buy that first level, which is 200 XP. After that, it's not too bad to level up. But yeah. So, yeah. Let's get back to spending that 600 XP. And maybe picking up a couple of hindrances to get us some more XP. So hindrances are on page 144 of the PDF. 143 of the book. And there's assets as well on page 134 of the PDF. 133 of the book. It at least has the table, yeah. And then there's also exaltation assets, which you can take one of. Only one, though. I would highly recommend, for Paragon, I would highly recommend Action Hero, because that means that you recover your resource points every combat. At the beginning of combat, you recover one spent action point. If you do not, if you have not spent any action points this session, you do not gain extra action point. So you can keep fueling your special cool moves constantly.
There's a lot of things.
God, I have to buy all my feats.
Remember, you only get access to the feats in your class.
Yeah.
Which, for Sheriff, is Armor Proficiency Light, Weapon Proficiency Basic, Weapon Proficiency Any. I would recommend picking up Weapon Proficiency Basic so you can actually use your shotgun. Common Sense, Pure Law Enforcement, and Improvisational Warrior.
Why wouldn't I just grab weapon specialization as well at the same time?
Sure, you just gotta be the weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll let you spend that. Yeah.
Here's a quick question about classes for you.
Yeah.
With the magic one, it has magic schools. Do I have to take at least one in all of those, or is that just the ones that I have access to?
If you want to use magic, you have to buy you have to also buy the first rank.
Well, I get a freebie of one of those.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you don't have to spend the first one. You just get it. Or wait, where's that where's that the Tech Priest track?
It's the magic user track, starting with Apprentice.
Oh,
But
this is for your
Atlantean-
this is for your alternate.
Yeah, because the Atlantean start out with one basic, or 1 point in a school.
Yes. So, as if they appeared in their class progression. Yeah. So what I would actually recommend is if there's any on there that are not available to you,
Take it anyways.
I would grab it with Atlantean, so that way you have access to everything.
Well, I'm probably gonna specialize him in 2 different schools.
Okay.
Might go because I got him evocation, but I'm gonna be probably thinking illusion or conjuration.
Conjuration's always fun. It's summoning, and remember, there's more spells to pick from in the expansion book.
And I'm also gonna have to unfortunately purchase Obtain Familiar.
Why is that unfortunate?
A kobold with something following him.
What?
Yeah.
And kobolds are already pretty bloodthirsty little bastards.
Wait,
So-
why don't you pick up healing? Pick up healing.
Because- No!
Yeah.
No! God, no, you're all gonna die! Well, granted, this is your backup character. And of course, no lesson was learned.
And, well, look at it this way. If I was to go full medicine cabinet, I'd pick Cleric.
This is true.
And healing with, sorcerers and having to deal with all that warp crap, not so much in the way of fun.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, last time somebody told me not to worry about it, something happened and I had to worry about it.
Sounds about right.
It's like, oh, you don't want to talk to her that way, but she won't do anything bad, as I find out that is the... God, who was it? It was in Faerun, in the Shadow Plane. But it was some goddess or something, and she ended up snapping her fingers, and poof, I died. It's like, well, crap. Let's see. Actually, with the experience points I have, I could actually feed out on this one too.
Alright, how are you doing there, Med?
And just looking through the sheriff deputy one, where it says feet, so they just ones you can pick from?
Yep,
They add-
that's
okay.
it. That's it.
Okay, so I can't take weapon specialization. Main. In fact, I don't think you can take it at all. Actually.
Take what?
Weapon specialization at any level, unless it's something.
You can buy a feat.
Yeah, I just thought it was off. But anyway,
It's off track, so I don't think you can buy it.
yeah. Oh, it's just strange.
Unless you dip into another one that allows that.
Yeah, you know, if you I would pick up weapon proficiency basic for now, and then you could use the weapon proficiency any to later get like access to bolter weapons if you want to ever get the Ravager, you know.
Well, heck. Weapon focus. Yeah, it's all over the place. Oh no, it's at it's on the other one, the Hunter one. Anyway, I won't mess with it. It's already gone through so far. So.
Just chilling. Okay.
I'll get my racial features as well. And the squat, I get 2. There's 2 available.
All these feats for this are like stupid because no matter what you do, it makes it harder for you to cast anything.
Yeah, so squat armor proficiency, reduce the penalty for using armor. And
Yep.
squat stability makes it hard for you to knock over, or basically impossible going by the description.
So you pick one because you get one free for being a
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Paragon, I think. I don't know.
Hey Jace, what are you making for your backup?
Well, I was thinking Githyanki, Promethean Githyanki, but that may change.
another Promethean.
I was thinking about it, but I may do something different. Not sure.
Make a healer. Unless you want to be a maid, in which I would also accept maid.
I honestly saying I almost did go with the male version of that and basically become Black Butler, but
you're
it almost happened. It almost happened.
Killer doll is on the... You get magic with it. That's hilarious. Oh my god. So your titles go scullery maid, apprentice maid, housemaid, head maid, perfect maid. What are some of these feats? Someone tell me what maid's duty does.
I don't want to know.
You get
weird.
one of the first level of one of the class feats at first level is luck. What does at your service do? What the fuck?
Why don't we just take all the feats from the backgrounds? Seems like the best way to do it.
So what?
Just saying, take all the feats from the background seems like the best way to do it.
Feats from the background. What?
Yeah, well, it's just like they're all listed there.
Oh no, you can only have one exalt. You only have one exalt asset.
Okay. I mean, like, just I'm just looking at the like the deputy here. Just got all the feats listed there already, and they're pretty straightforward stuff.
I mean, you might want to also consider assets and other things like that too, because it's not just all feet. Oh my! What the fuck? What the fuck is maid's duty? He wants juice. He's demanding juice. Okay, So, Maid's Duty. Your loyalty and duty can allow you to push yourself as far as an Exalt, and if you are an Exalt, that little bit further. You gain a hero point that may be spent to activate abilities that require the spending of hero points. You may not spend it normally or burn it. That's pretty great, actually. That's a really good power.
Oh crap! I better take tested.
Oh, so many choices. So little time.
Well, maybe a little time for you, but I got all day. So I got 400 of my experience points used.
Okay. Did you take any hindrances to get more?
Hell no.
What?
I'm a kobold that plays with...
Oh, I thought you were. I was talking. I thought it was Med who was talking.
No. Why does it sound like somebody was just huffing paint?
That's about what vaping is.
Fuck you.
They all know about your addiction, honey.
No shit.
Your addiction to huffing paint through a vape. Vaping paint.
Right, here's a
It's
fun
better
one.
than snorting it.
It's all. Don't snort.
And now you
Okay.
have that painful interpretation in your head.
You know what? That's going on the quote wall. Don't snort paint.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go the point blank gun carter because that makes sense.
Not tin star.
What was that one?
Tin Star is really good. Like holy shit, silver. When you get to level 2 of it, silver bullet's godlike. It increases your explode range on die. It now explodes on 9 or 10s.
That sounds like more like a gunslinger sort of.
Well, yeah, but you can
Yeah,
apply
I'm
it.
Yeah.
Question.
Nah.
How's everybody else looking, like, in terms of their actual, like, relevant stats, like defense, all that shit? Because I feel like I should be concerned by the fact that I have 20, 18, 20 for static hit points and then mental defense.
What?
I have 20 static
gonna be
defense,
really fucking hard to-
14 max
hard to
hit
hit
points,
me.
and 20 mental defense.
I have 24 static, 9 hit points, 15 mental.
Oh, and at this point, I am actually finally out of XP.
I still have. I'm saving some for a rainy day. I have like.
Why would you...
Don't-
What exactly are you going to gain from not buying
I don't
feats
know what
and
I
shit
want
right
yet.
now?
I don't know what I want yet. I have 100 left. And
Buy it anyway.
Well, I'm more wondering, it's like, why wait till later? Like, go find the thing you want.
Yeah, my.
There's only so many, like, you only have so many things to choose from right now.
Very, very true.
All right, let's try to hurry up and finish this up, guys. I've got a 6 a.m. shift tomorrow, and I gotta get to bed.
Rip.
Rip around.
Haha.
You have to work tonight. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
By the way, Jays, how did you like that trailer for Shadow Warrior 2?
I may have a new game to pick up.
Do you want some Wang?
All I know is
I'm never gonna see him
it
again.
looks like a very entertaining game.
Let me tell. I can vouch. It is fucking awesome.
Now here's the question: should I play the first one first, or does that one stand by itself fairly well?
The second
First
one
one's
stands
really good.
pretty well, but the first
one's
one is really good. The first one's just not a loot and shoot. The first one, is a the thing about Shadow Warrior is that the first one, it's actually a remake, or a reboot of a old school first person shooter from back in the day, like Duke Nukem era.
Oh, good lord.
And the first one was a straight up reboot and was very much so a classic style first person shooter and was goddamn awesome. The second one made it a loot and shoot with it made a classic classic style first person shooter in the style of a loot and shoot, where you can have a giant radial wheel of guns that can't even hold all the guns you're going to get. on top of loot in the form of modifiers that you can slap on guns. You've got all sorts of modifiers that you can slap on your character. You've got team modifier. You've got 4-player multiplayer co-op. You've got chi moves that are upgradable. You've got so you can craft new mods. There's so much shit.
Let me stop you right there. Sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never gonna see him again, honestly. Like, I'm going to be living my life without him. And now I'm gonna be so lonely.
All right. Well, here's what you gotta do, Jays. You gotta get both of you a copy. And then we just do co-op. It'll be great. I would recommend getting it on GOG just because GOG better. But also because I have it on GOG, so it makes it much easier to do multiplayer.
What about Steam?
But I have Steam.
Steam is great.
And everything is on Steam.
Yeah, but you can.
Except for the Untitled Goose Game, which I'm still salty about.
Good point. I forgot that you could actually do that with GOG.
What?
You can buy the Steam key from there.
Oh.
Essentially.
Well, yeah, you buy it on GOG, and then you have it DRM free.
As long as I don't need another launcher to do it.
Yeah, you know what? That's the beauty of GOG now. Their launcher literally lets you compile all of your launchers into one launcher.
Really?
Yeah, they literally made it so that way you can launch all your games from their Galaxy 2.0. So I've got all my for example, I've got all my Caleb, get out from the wires. Oh, sorry. Stay
Your
away
kid
from
is
the wires.
misbehaving more than my cat is, and that's saying something.
So I've got running through GOG Galaxy 2.0, I've got GOG, Origin, Uplay, Steam, Xbox, and Epic, all running through the same launcher.
I don't know why you have Epic in there in the first place.
Because they give me free games.
They're also stealing every bit of information they can.
I literally only get the free games through them.
You think that thing's not digging around in the rest of your PC?
I've actually looked into this. It's really stupid. It's just basically a function that Steam and all these other things do already, done in the most lazy way possible.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
So it's not evil. It's just bad.
I mean, I'm
At
pretty
least
sure
you're
it's
honest
still
about
evil
it.
because
and here's the other thing.
accent.
And here's the other thing now. It doesn't go through the Epic launcher anymore. Epic officially turned GOG into an alternate launcher.
Really?
Yeah. GOG is an official alternate launcher that will launch your games through GOG without having to boot up the Epic launcher at all.
Probably one of the smarter things Epic has done recently.
It's pretty great.
Still pissed off at them for the fact that they made me wait 6 extra months to play Borderlands.
It's Borderlands, mate. You know, you shoot things, you get guns.
What did you expect? What did you expect from Randy, from good old Randy Pitchford?
You mean Bitchford?
Yeah. Okay.
More
Let's
common sense than that. Let's just put it that way.
So yeah, I would recommend getting Shadow Warrior 2 through GOG, maybe next sale round, but whatever.
Yeah, probably gonna wait for the sale. I've got plenty of games at the moment, but yeah, I definitely want that because it looks interesting, and I need more good looter shooters. There's
And like
so
I
many. They're
and
so
like I
bad.
And like I said, you can play Shadow Warrior 1, it will help contextualize a lot of what's going on in 2. But
And probably explain why the fuck so much of it is about Wang.
No, that's understandable from the get-go. It's because the guy's name is Wang. So he
Not
makes-
from the get-go, because I got absolutely none of that off of the trailer.
The character's name is Wang. That's all you need to know. So he makes
Damn it.
dick jokes constantly.
Oh, so it's the one that character by himself basically does the entirety of what Borderlands is.
Yes. And does it better.
Speaking of which, if you have not played 3, I do recommend it.
It is great.
I would like to play 3 at
The
some point.
story's kind of shit, honestly,
I'm just waiting for
just
it to
in
go
terms of
down.
the villain.
I'm just waiting for
So
it to
was
go down in price.
2.5.
Oh god, let's not talk
No.
about the pre-sequel.
Pre-sequel was good if you don't try and like link it in with the rest of the game.
Just don't ignore it.
Like, it's a good game. Solid mechanically and all that. It's just it.
I need
Should
people to
not
play. I need
have
people to play that with because it's just not fun alone. It is not.
Pre-sequel?
It's just not fun alone.
What the fuck you on about? Go get Aurelia and try the shotgun surgeon build.
Anyway,
Seriously.
Med,
you
are
can
you
turn a
almost?
shotgun
Med,
into
are
a
you
sniper.
almost done?
Yeah, I'll sort the rest out later. We can wrap this up if you want.
All right. Yeah. So, thank you all for joining us for a session 0-ish thing. Pseudo character creation that we pseudo did through. You guys got the gist. We'll be back in 2 weeks and ready to do the first session of this absolute clusterfuck of a game. So
Yay!
thank you for listening in. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. And that's the end of the stream.